Hi, this is Ryan from Affordable SEO. I've just published an article, well, not quite today anymore. I'm up quite late tonight. It's been a hot day and still waiting for it to cool off. Anyway, before I get too far off the beaten track, I've basically put together a piece on keyword research. Highlighting the importance of keyword research, why you do need to actually take your time, looking at the right keywords, and developing a site concept. So I suppose as a video guide to this particular article, we'll go through just a few basics. First and foremost, I've built quite a lot of websites before in my time. Some have been pretty successful, others not so, and I put this down to the fact that I just didn't research my keywords properly. It was a case of, I'm going to do a website based on this topic. I'm just going to use these keywords because they seem to fit. But then, of course, if you were to to use the right tools and look into these keywords, you'd be able to see that they're just either not profitable, or it's too much of a hard market to actually break, or too dense, too broad, or not too focused enough. Now, the thing which I want to stress about keywords is the actual keywords itself. You're referring to words that people will type into the search engines that will find you. Now, it's very hard to be able to get into your potential users or your potential buyer's head to try and find out what it is that they'll be searching for, but it can be done. So basically, I'm going to talk about just a couple of things and tools here. I'll try and do it as brief as possible. So basically, you want to look at keyword research as being the number one thing that you do before you draw up the site. Before you get into anything, you want to make sure that you can actually build a website based on what you want to build it on with the right keywords. If you can't, devote the right amount of time to be able to dominate a particular keyword or a niche, I should say. I'm trying to get used to saying it that way. If you can't dominate a niche or that keyword, then and you haven't got the time to do it, then there's not really going to be a lot of point going ahead, unless you've got 40 hours, 80 hours a week or whatever it is to put into it. Then there's no real point going into it. As I've put here, one mistake that I do see far too often is that people do just randomly pick a topic and try to work with it. And that is a bad move. So let's use a topic here, and I've used an absolutely lovely place as a background. If you haven't been to the Western Isles in Tasmania or walked them, go and do it. It's an amazing place. So let's say that Joe, who is a fanatic for hiking, he likes to travel and hike and camp, that kind of thing, and he's found a love for the southwestern wilderness in Tasmania. As I've noted here, if you haven't seen that place, you must see it. It is amazing. And he wants to create a website about his travels. And as he just wants to get that concept out there, he just chooses the keyword Southwest Tasmania and works around that. Now, what's the problem here? If you can't think of the problem, it's quite simple. That's very broad. In Southwest Tasmania, there's not just mountains. There's also hotels. Believe it or not, there is hotels down that way. There's also wineries, there's ski fields, a lot more things apart from, in particular, the Western Arthurs or the mountainous areas. So it's a matter of pinpointing that particular area and seeing if you can work with it. So there are a few tools that you can use to start off with. I'm just touching on basics here. The rest of the information is in the article. The first tool is the Google AdWords keyword tool, which I've just brought up here. So if we type into here, can't even type properly, Southwest Tasmania. I'm not a very coordinated person. And we just do a search on that, you'll be able to see rough ideas with that. Now you can see here the advertiser competition, the total search per month, and you can also get a few ideas of other keywords as well, based on how much people do actually search for them, and of course the advertiser competition. The one thing that you are limited with this, you can't really see the total, I suppose, the density of that particular niche. So there are a few other really good tools for that. One is Market Samurai. I've actually got the demo version in front of me at the moment, where you can just do random searches on keywords. So let's do that as well. I'll just use Tasmania this time. You just add those keywords, you analyze them, and that will fetch your Google keyword research data, and it will tell you a few things such as how many searches are done on that as well, trends, and so on and so forth. and that'll bring it up in a format that you can easily read. That's if it wants to. Oh, it's asking me for a captcha. So let's see. OBHKL. These things are getting harder and harder, I swear. OBH KLQZQ. And then we submit that data, and it'll give you everything there. So the total searches done per month, your SEO traffic as well, and trends, all that kind of thing. Very, very handy tool. The other one as well, which I've been using, like it's going out of fashion, is the Brainstorm tool from Site Build It. Site Build It is a package. You can pay it per month now. Ken Avoy has been absolutely fantastic in offering that for people, because a lot of people just can't afford to pay $300 up front for a piece of software. Rather, you can just pay $30 per month, and it's just the same as paying for a very decent hosting plan as well. But you can also do a brainstorm on certain keywords using that particular service. It is the most comprehensive keyword research tool. It shows density, it shows the demand of those keywords, everything that you will ever need. Forget everything else. You can scrap Market Samurai and just go straight for this. It really is very well worth it. So that is keyword research in a nutshell. On this particular page as well, which is at affordableseopackage.net, you can also see that I'll put a few links down here as well. If you do want to check these things out, you can actually just click on those links and go to them, and you can get a lot more information than what I can provide in the space of a very short video. So that's keyword research for you at the moment. If you want more information about that, I'm contactable at affordableseopackage.net. You can also just make some comments as well, and I'm always around, so I can always answer those for you as well. There's also a newsletter as well, which will enable you to keep in touch with me one-on-one as well. Good luck. I hope that helped you guys out. Cheers.